The original Egyptians were full-blown Nubians or Negroids and are the same people that you will find in America and Africa today after mixing. Because of foreign invaders mixing with your ancestors, some of the dominant features are not as prevalent in all people of Africa. However, many of these characteristics are still dominant along with various features seen today. The ancient Egyptians were full-blood Nubians, with woolly hair and thick lips, much like features you find in many Negroids race today. In northern and lower Egypt, the shades of complexion were light and brown in color after the invasions of those who lived in southern parts of Egypt were darker because of less mixing with foreigners. The ancient Egyptians long before birth of the Caucasian who are only 6,234 years old, were called Pataites. Pygmies ruled and governed all over Egypt for many thousands of years without foreign interference with exception of the time when ancient Egyptians were invaded by the Hyksos, who were Canaanites as Amorites. Their names can be found on the walls of Egypt. Just 2 of 11 of the tribes of the cursed seed of Canaan, son of Ham and son of Noah. Even though the ancient Egyptians and the Hyksos mixed, that doesn't change the basis of the race. It is the same as the black race today, which has 9 different variations with key traits that came from the Homo habilis and the Homo naledi. Early European and Greek authors also referred the ancient Egyptians people as dark woolly hair Negroids. Simply because you can tell the race and nationality based off the hair. The hair and DNA determines what nationality were the Egyptians. When our ancestors are disturbed from their tomb and scourge and to put on display at museums, people question the race, not knowing that the ethnicity of the Egyptians are of African. Even when you look at the DNA analysis on Ramses, it states that he belonged to haplogroup B1b1a, which is common carried amongst West Africans.
Shammai's ethnicity.
Well, they have just told me that Shammai had Nubian features, which means that their ruling family was probably Nubian, and that was unexpected.
Examining Shammai's anatomy closely, the thickness of his bones and the shape of his nasal cavity, the anthropologists think he was a black African, likely from neighboring Nubia. A huge revelation that challenges the prevailing image of the Egyptian ruling class.
We always thought the ancient Egyptian elite were Mediterranean type, and in this sense, Shammai is representing the society of the frontier in which different ethnic groups were mixed. At the end, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. Shammai was Egyptian.